Hello guys, some of you may be wondering why you've submitted entries upon entries to the DV lottery but you are not being selected. Some of you are wondering why some people only submit one entry and they get selected for the very first time. Some submit multiple entries and they get selected some way, somehow. There are others that might not even be aware that there has been a submission of a DV lottery on their behalf, yet they end up being selected. If you are wondering if there are any secrets or tips to increase your chances of winning the DV lottery, I am here to share with you some things that you can do to increase your chances of being selected for the DV program. Every year, millions of people across the globe, across the world, apply to be selected for the diversity visa program. And mind you, this diversity visa program is not just for people from Africa. There are about 6 regions where people are selected for the diversity visa program all around the world. We have Africa, we have Europe, we have North America, we have Central America, we have Asia, and then we also have Oceania. That is people from Australia and New Zealand. Does it really matter which country you are coming from? Does it really increase your chances based on where the entry is submitted? And I'll say the answer is no, because everyone that enters the lottery or makes a submission have an equal chance of being selected. And so if you are looking for ways to increase your chances from 0.001% to about 90%, then stay and watch to the end of this video to learn the 2 main reasons why people are even disqualified before the selection process begins. To begin with, research shows that so many people are disqualified from the DV program as a result of duplication of entries. What is duplication of entries? Having duplicate entries means that you or someone you know might have entered or submitted an entry on your behalf more than once. So according to the DV program requirements, each person must submit only one entry. The only time you have the opportunity to submit 2 entries is when you are a married couple. In that sense, your spouse can be a primary applicant on one entry with you being a derivative or a secondary applicant, and then you can be the main applicant for another entry with your spouse being a derivative or a secondary applicant. So guys, there are some of you that might not even be aware that there are agents that may have come to your school, or you were probably working in the market and somebody said, hey, come, we are having this DV program. They take your photo, they take your details, and what happens is that every year they continue to submit an entry on your behalf. I was very excited when a couple of years ago they introduced that before one can submit an entry, they must include their passport information, that is their passport number. However, for the DV program 2025, they have taken that option out. And so that means that if an agent have your details, they will be able to submit an entry for you. And if you are not even aware and you also submit an entry, or have a loved one or someone submit an entry for you, then automatically you are disqualified. And so guys, the number one reason that people get disqualified, which you need to totally avoid, is submitting duplicate entries. The point number two, or the second most required information or reason why people get disqualified, is the photo requirement or the photo submission. And someone will say, what do I need to know about the photo requirements? There are so many instructions when it comes to the photo requirement, over a dozen of them. And number one, your photo must be in color and shouldn't be an old photo. It must be a photo that has been taken within the last 6 months. And so if you submit a photo that you use in previous DV applications or entries, then automatically you will be disqualified. You should take the photo in your casual wear. There are no uniforms accepted. So if you're a nurse, you are a police officer, you are fire service personnel, know that whenever you are going to take your passport photo for the DV program, change out of those clothing and wear your casual clothes. The picture must be taken behind a white background or an off-white background. You shouldn't be wearing any form of glasses, even if it's medicated. Glasses is a no-no. And so because the system has been fed with certain information and algorithm, it is able to detect when your photo does not meet these requirements. There shouldn't be any form of head covering except for religious purposes. If you're a Muslim, you can wear your hijab. All these things, you must make sure that whenever you are taking the picture, you are looking straight into the camera. And your ears must fully show. Both ears must fully show. Aside these instructions, someone will say, I've done all of that. But you also have to know that the picture size when uploading should be less than 240 kilobytes. It should also be measured in a square dimension with 600 pixels by 600 pixels, up to a maximum of 1200 pixels by 1200 pixels. And so if you want to increase your chances of winning, we have made a video talking about how to create a perfect photo. You can watch that video using the link above. And so if you are sticking to these two, avoiding these two biggest mistakes that people make that leads them to being disqualified, then know that you are going to increase your chances of winning by a higher margin. Last year alone, over 11 million people applied, and only 55,000 diversity visas are made available. During the selection period, they select twice the number of the diversity visa programs that are available. And so don't let anyone confuse you. Don't let anyone tell you things that they would use to take your money. Do these things and ensure that your country of chargeability is also a country that is allowed to partake. There is a misconception that some countries have been banned, and this is a palpable lie. Nigeria has not been banned, China has not been banned, Mexico has not been banned. However, they are not allowed to enter or submit an entry for the DV program 2025, also including the United Kingdom. And the only reason is that according to the diversity visa program website, if any country have had over 50,000 or up to 50,000 people migrating to the United States within the past 5 years, that means that within that year, that country is not eligible. So yes, Nigeria is not eligible, however, they haven't been banned. So do these things, ensure to avoid duplicate entry. Also, make sure that the picture that you are submitting meets the photo requirement. Do these two things to increase your chances of winning the DV lottery program that is currently ongoing. The submission period opened from October 4th and is going to run all the way to November 7th. And so guys, if you are interested in learning more about the diversity visa program as well as other opportunities in the United States and life and living it in America and abroad, I'll strongly encourage you to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button below. Let's get interactive. Use the comment section below to ask us any questions that you might have, and join us on this channel as we learn, grow, and have fun together. Until we come your way again next time, stay blessed and don't give up on your dream of living the American dream. Keep on submitting entries, and when it is your time or your season, God is going to make a way for you miraculously. You will be amazed and you will be surprised. Take care and stay blessed.